I'm going to be making an Egyptian yogurt dip. In Egypt, food was often shown in hieroglyphics on temples and tombs. I'm going to be reading a myth about the afterlife. It's actually what happens before the afterlife. It kind of determines where you will go once you die. On reaching the throne room of Osiris, a dead person had to declare himself or herself innocent of various crimes before the 42 judges of the underworld. The heart, that is the conscience, of the dead person was weighed on a pair of scales against the feather of the goddess Mat, who was the personification of justice and truth. A female monster called the Devourer of the Dead squatted by the scales, ready to consume the deceased if the heart weighed more than the feather. This fate could be avoided by use of a spell that stopped the heart from declaring its owner's crimes. Those who passed this test were judged pure and became spirits with the power to move among the gods. They might be invited to join the millions who traveled in the bark of the sun and battled against the chaos serpent Apep. This myth teaches that Egyptian culture really values that you live a charitable life and that you do good things in your life, because if you do, then you will be rewarded.
Isn't tzatziki that like Greek stuff? Isn't that cucumber yogurt dip? Is that what I'm making? Okay, well, it's Egyptian for this recipe. So don't. Oh yeah, all the juice.
Right now I'm just mixing all of the cucumber juice with the yogurt. It's a little bit messy. As you can see, I'm sloshing it a bit. Did not do that on purpose, but I'm chopping some mint leaves that we actually got out of our garden. They're a little dead from the weather, so I don't know if they tasted as good as they did in the summer, but still fresh mint. Looking back, I wish I would have chopped them a little bit finer, so the flavor would be more distributed throughout the whole dip. I kind of left them in a little bit bigger chunks than you were supposed to.
We have corn pudding. What do you mean we don't have anything else? And we're about to have cucumber dip.
Potato chips to dip with?
No, there's carrots in there. You can dip a carrot in it. I can buy some.
not sure if they're the same, but this dip reminds me a lot of Greek tzatziki dip. Because I know that's a cucumber dip, so I'm not sure if the Egyptians were influenced by the Greek version of this dip, but I wasn't complaining because I really like that dip, so I was excited to make this. Here I'm just adding some olive oil and a little sprinkle of paprika to make it a little bit nicer, just for little presentation aspect, I guess. Yeah, so the final product was very tasty. You can eat it with pita, you can eat it with vegetables like carrots or cucumbers. I thought it was very good. I would make it again for sure.